So this is absolutely massive when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. This was something that I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen with the Nintendo Switch 2 over the holiday. I knew that it was going to be a big seller, but with stiff competition overall, with tablets, smartphones, all sorts of different things, and the PlayStation 5 having an aggressive price cut, I knew that the Nintendo Switch 2 was going to do well, but I didn't know exactly how well it was going to do. Well, we've got big updates on the Nintendo Switch 2 from Amazon, Walmart, and other places, in addition to a really big update when it comes to Mario Kart World. So it kind of all ties back into each other. That's exciting for players out there. So let's first start off with the Nintendo Switch 2 update when it comes to the sales overall over the Black Friday shopping period. From my own personal sources, first and foremost, there was a lot of good Black Friday sales across the board when it comes to PlayStation and Nintendo. Both of those systems sold pretty well based on what I'm hearing so far. But if you look at the actual sales charts, it's interesting to see that it seems like Amazon blew through pretty much all of their reserve stock that they had over the Black Friday shopping period with the Nintendo Switch 2. We did know that units were moving, but exactly how much was moving across that $100 off the PlayStation 5 systems. But it seems like things went pretty well once Walmart, I think, put the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle at $450, and then Amazon price matched that. And it looks like Nintendo maybe didn't want that to happen. I think there was some talk of people saying that Nintendo tried to block the price, or I'm not really sure what happened. But either way, it was $450, and many people, even people that I follow, picked it up on Twitter. They showed off and said, hey, I couldn't really resist this $500 system now being $450 with Mario Kart. Essentially, you're getting that Mario Kart copy for free, and of course you avoid that $80 price tag if you do want to get Mario Kart. So that was huge apparently over the Black Friday shopping period. So I wanted to check and kind of see what was happening with that. So on Amazon right now, it's pretty much gone. Like, what you see on Amazon is that you see a Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle, and usually when they don't have any stock in, you'll see offers from third-party sellers or people selling used, and there's one offer there as of right now for $600, and nobody's going to buy that. So it does seem like they blew through all of that Mario Kart World bundle, and it's going to be interesting to see how much that is restocked, because apparently that was just for 2025 and that bundle is going to be phased out. So it seems like the Pokemon Legends ZA bundle will still be in, but that bundle's also been hard to find in lots of places, and I actually haven't seen that bundle at Walmart, at Best Buy, at various different places. I think I saw it one time at Target, and that was it. I know that they're out there depending on where you live in some regions, but I live in a pretty heavy game sales region and everything, and I did not see that bundle at all outside of one or two times like at Target. So that Pokemon Legends ZA bundle, and even when you go on Amazon and look at it, it's still not at the standard MSRP, which would be $500. So it does seem like either Nintendo didn't ship a lot of those, or people bought those like crazy. So I'm guessing there's a combination of the two, that Nintendo didn't ship as many as maybe they shipped with the Mario Kart World bundle, but at the same time, people that wanted Pokemon Legends ZA went out there and picked it up. Now, Mr. Paul Gale Network also lined this one up, saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 has surpassed the Wii U in sales. So for all of those that were saying that this is going to be another Wii U situation, well, I guess that's not the case, because already in about 5 months or so, it's already outsold the Wii U, and we should get those official numbers early next year, where it will probably be well above the Wii U, if not multiple millions above the Wii U, but definitely at or above it, no problem. So shout outs to Paul Gale on that one. Make sure you guys follow him on Twitter and of course his YouTube page. And I'm looking forward just to seeing exactly what's going to happen in 2026, because with these great sales is going to come great games, are going to come great support. There's going to be a lot more put in front of the system. It opens up so many more opportunities for games to come over, and for games to sell well, and for developers to be excited about the platform, and for just it to be better overall for the ecosystem of gaming across the board. Nintendo Switch 2 has been a key driver when it comes to the gaming sector here in the US, and of course in Japan, where it's absolutely dominating. So it's important that that system does really well, and of course Nintendo continues to keep the games rolling overall. But before we get into the next topic here, guys, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get my videos as soon as they drop. Okay, let's get into another major news here, and that's Mario Kart World. We got a huge update that fixes a lot of things according to some things that I've been looking at online overall. So this is Mario Kart World version 1.4.0. That update is now available, and it is a doozy. You've got custom items, new course layouts, and more. And I didn't really understand this at first when I was first looking at the patch, because people kept on spamming it in my chat when I was live streaming. Let's get into the nitty gritty of what's happening with this update here, and I'll let you guys know what I think after doing a little bit of research on this update. And of course, people can let me know in the comment section what you guys think as well if I miss anything. So the general updates here are added custom items to the item rules. This is a feature that lets you set which items appear. This is supported in Versus Race, Balloon Battle, Coin Runners, and Room in online play or wireless play. Made it so that music track name and source title of the track that is playing will be displayed in the pause menu. Added the music volume to settings/controller. Definitely good to see the actual name of the track. We just need the jukebox up next so you can change the music as well. Made it so players who gathered in a room of online play can participate in race, knockout, tour, and battle. Now this is another good one because now you can actually pair up or squad up with your friends and then go into the online play sessions. Before, you kind of had to just join them to randomly do it, but now you can communicate beforehand, get into game chat sessions, and do all of that, squad up, and then go into matches. This is really good. Other racing games have it, and it's good that Nintendo finally has it now with Mario Kart World. That is a fantastic update, and I can only see them building on that momentum. Made it so you can join in with friends who are playing Knockout Tour from friends in 2P online play as well, so more functionality good there. Added restart and next race in the pause menu for versus race in single player. Made it so you can select photo mode from the pause menu in race against Ghost in time trials. Change the course layout of below courses for versus race or race in online play or wireless play. Now this is a lot more elaborate than when I first saw it, because apparently those intermission races have been decked out with some vines and extra things to make those intermissions a lot more fun to play through. And I do have some footage from somebody who talked about it online playing here as well. Change it so that all races headed towards Koopa Troopa Beach, including the above courses, you will cross the finish line after 2 laps once you arrive at Koopa Troopa Beach. So they also adjusted that. You will now dash when riding in Manta ramps back. Made it so player will not hit Dragon Kneel when transformed into Bullet Bill. Made it so player cannot use a second boo while already using a boo while holding 2 boos. Shout outs to all the boos out there. When dash food is taken by someone, shorten the time until the dash food reappears. When a coin placed on water is taken by someone, shorten the time until that coin reappears. So of course it's good to see the coins are reappearing. And then they fixed a metric ton of different things, random miscellaneous stuff, all fixed up that I didn't even know was an issue, but I'm sure some of you guys have ran into. So once again, this is pretty massive, and let me tell you the reason why this is big with the news that I just talked about with the Nintendo Switch 2. What was the big bundle that everyone was buying over the Black Friday for friends, family, or themselves? The Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle. What did Nintendo just drop right now as everyone are getting their systems in the mail from Amazon or going to get them for the holiday? Big Mario Kart World update. So you pair that up, 1.4 update with all these additions and changes, a massive influx of new players, big sales across the board when you look at it. Still UK sales, eShop sales, in addition to Japanese sales, a top 10 selling type of game. Yeah, you're going to get a ton of new people. And of course, updated gameplay here that makes things a lot better overall for these new players heading in. I always said this before with Mario Kart World, guys. It is not a sprint, it's a marathon when it comes to this game. The game that we see at the beginning is going to be a completely different game that we see towards the end of its life. With Mario Kart 8, people like to look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe after all of the updates, all of the patches, all of the DLC and say, oh, that's how the game was. No, that's not how the game was. If you played it back in 2014 on the Wii U, simple tournaments didn't even work. It was devoid of content overall and didn't have anywhere near as much stuff, tracks, courses, races, all of that stuff. It took years to add all of that. Mario Kart World definitely is not perfect. There's a lot of things that they can add to the mix to make it better, but it started out better than Mario Kart on the Wii U for sure when it comes to the features, online play modes, and all of that. And they're already patching things quicker when it comes to stuff that it does need. So I do think in 2 or 3 years, years time from now, this game is going to be completely different than what we saw from the beginning. And that's how I kind of always see Mario Kart games, as long burns. I don't sit there and play them 24 hours straight like some people. That's okay if you do. If you do that, that's fine. But for me, it's more of a casual play. As things get added in, I'll hop back in, race. I'll race against family and friends, things like that. Then I'll hop out. I'll go back to my single player games. But it's cool. It's just great to see that they're actually updating, listening to what some people are saying about the intermissions, and hopefully they make all of the intermissions a lot more fun to play through based off of what I'm seeing here. It's better, and hopefully they continuously add new content and features overall for this game. And of course, the big one for people is going to be DLC. What new characters, what new courses or tracks, what new areas they add in, what new stuff they add into maybe the single player experience overall, the free roam mode. I think there's still a lot of work to be done, but it's definitely a good sign overall so far. And that's going to be huge with a bunch of new players, probably millions of new players who bought that Mario Kart World Nintendo Switch 2 bundle. So what do you guys think when it comes to both of these topics here with the Nintendo Switch 2 and of course Mario Kart World? Let me know in the comment section. But now we are going to move on to the next topic here, and we're talking about Pokemon Legends ZA. It's really cool to see a brand new mega evolution of a Pokemon that pretty much everybody loves, and that is Lucario. Lucario has a new mega evolution called Mega Lucario Z, a new color scheme. I like the aqua teal with the white and the black. It looks really cool. The designs look dope. A little bit of like off yellow-ish or gold, kind of off yellow-ish a bit, or maybe even shiny yellow. It's kind of hard with this picture here, but yeah, this is looking great. I love what they've done with this design. I like the long strands, almost like some hair hanging down in the front. I like the tribal type of pattern that Lucario has, or more like the sharp patterns across the face. I just think it looks dope. It's a cool new version of Lucario. I think the Mega Lucario already in the game looks really cool, and now we have this one as well. And they finally added one of my favorite Pokemon, because I'm a Gen 1er, of course. I'm the old school, and that is Mewtwo. You can pick that up for free, brand new mission. Mewtwo is in the game, so that is awesome. Let's go over a little bit more about what Game Freak and the Pokemon Company had to say about Mega Lucario Z, and that is a Aura Pokemon fighting in steel, 4'3", about 108 pounds. So a newly discovered form of Lucario, Mega Lucario Z, was determined to be a mega evolution based on how its form changes through exposure to a Mega Stone, and its increase in power far outshining that of an average Lucario. The long fur around Mega Lucario Z's head and waist, as well as its fan-shaped tail, make it difficult to get a full view of Mega Lucario Z's powerful movements in close combat. This can work to visually disorient opponents. Areas of its body, such as the backs and its hands and its shins, have been hardened with steel energy, allowing it to deliver powerful blows by concentrating its strength precisely into these hardened parts. Z Mega evolutions, such as Mega Lucario Z, need less time to fire off moves, but burn through Mega power very quickly, making them less suited for long battles, but a good option when trying to settle matches as fast as possible. So you got to EV train that Mega Lucario in the arts of special attack or physical strength in order to get it done quickly. Alright, well, Mega Lucario and Mega Evolution of Lucario appear in Pokemon Legends ZA. The newly discovered Mega Lucario Z will appear in the downloadable content Mega Dimension. Now we have this extra side mission that I talked about that's also available. That's available right now for you to go pick up. Just download it. It's a update for the game. Starting today, trainers can receive a Mewtwo X Stone and Mewtwo Y Stone through the mystery gift feature in Pokemon Legends ZA and Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Once the player receives the Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y Stones, if I'm saying that correctly, Mewtwo's extra side mission will become available. It appears heading to Lysandre Cafe and venturing into the deepest areas of Lysandre's labs may cause some systems to reactivate in response to the Mega Stones, and beating this side mission will allow you to add the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo to your team. Pokemon Legends ZA is available now for the Nintendo Switch 2, of course. The DLC is going to be available on December 10th, so that's next week is the time that I'm recording this video, for $29.99. So they're adding some more stuff. Not quite sure exactly how much content's going to be in there to justify nearly half the cost of the game, but we'll see once the game comes out, and of course I'll be playing it, so I'll give you guys my thoughts or my review. I'm not giving you guys a full review on Pokemon Legends ZA and what I think about it, but I really like the game. If you come to my streams, I've talked about it a little bit in videos. I really like the game. Yes, flat textures, graphics not the best, but it was some of the best gameplay overall overall, and it ran great on the Nintendo Switch 2. Music's also really good, story's pretty good, especially halfway through, really picks up, and the ending sequence is incredible. So Pokemon Legends ZA for me has been one of the better Pokemon titles in recent memory overall, and they're adding more stuff in. So what do you guys think when it comes to everything that we talked about here? A lot of topics, a lot of different stuff. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and check out my other Nintendo Switch 2 RPG content and more right here on screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.